Welcome to the Blue Collar Patriots. I'm your host, Chris Kukny, and my guest today is Noble Hathaway. He's a big believer in gun control, but maybe not the kind that you're thinking about. Noble was the president and is now vice president of the Arizona State Rifle and Pistol Association. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What is the Arizona State Rifle and Pistol Association?
The Arizona State Rifle and Pistol Association is an organization that's been around since 1909. Our parent is the National Rifle Association, and we pretty much follow their lead on just about anything, whether it be legislation, competition, training, etc.
And who can join your organization?
Anybody can join. We have junior memberships, we have adult memberships, and family memberships.
So it is for the whole family?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And you guys are big supporters of the Second Amendment.
Big supporters.
So, I mean, that's basically what you're doing. You're shooting, right?
Absolutely. We're shooting and having all kinds of fun, safely, and with good people.
And I think, safety is the biggest concern when you're shooting, because any accident kind of hurts our cause moving forward.
Fortunately, we have very few accidents in the United States, and it's because people are trained from youngsters in the proper way to handle a firearm, to store it, and we're big believers in that.
Because anybody can buy a gun, but it takes a lot to really know what you're doing, learn how to shoot. What if someone's brand new to shooting? Can they still show up?
Absolutely. We have a lot of events to where we will appoint a sponsor at an event to kind of guide the new folks around, show them the ropes, make them feel very comfortable, and we like to get them involved in the competition too. And we start them out in some very basic competition, and then they can climb that ladder however fast they want.
And I've gone to a lot of those competitions, and it's just a friendly group, and people are always looking to help you and learn how to do it better.
Absolutely.
And they take their time to really to show you how to improve, because if you really have to use that gun, you want to be comfortable when you do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And do you need to bring your own firearm when you come, or do you guys have loaners?
Some of our firearms we do rent out after folks go through a background check. We do have loaners for certain programs, and I will talk to you a little bit about a program that we're just starting. But most of our programs, we will furnish appropriate firearms for that particular event, and it's usually a training mission of some sort to where you can kind of get the feel, of what competition's like.
And so what are some of these programs?
We're starting a brand new program called the AR Small Bore Program. And it will be with a .22 long rifle, like the old .22, like we all used to hunt rabbits and things with for 120 years.
And cheap to shoot.
Very cheap to shoot, but it will be with a modern sporting rifle frame known as the AR frame, and that will be a course that will be I believe it's a 6-week course is what we ended up with. We will furnish all firearms, ammunition, safety equipment such as eyes and ears, and we will have it at various ranges across Arizona, but it will familiarize you with you'll be an expert on safety when you walk out of there. You'll know the AR platform, you'll know its history, you'll know everything about it when you leave, and you'll be very comfortable in using it.
And is there age requirements for that? Can this be a father-son, father-daughter, husband-wife?
That's exactly why we're doing this, because we want to get more parents and more kids involved. We don't have an age limit. We would probably tell you that if the child can reach all of the features of the firearm and the parent is right there and an instructor is right there, a certified range safety officer, we will let just about any age participate in this course.
Because it seems like young Americans are kind of a passion of yours, and you do some things to help them do the Second Amendment. Tell us a little bit about the juniors program.
ASRPA has had a very successful junior program for about 70 years. And it really came to fruition about 20 years ago when we started a junior high-power team to participate in the Camp Perry matches back in Camp Perry, Ohio.
So they travel?
Oh, absolutely. We send them every year. That's why it's so important for us to raise funds to send the kids and their equipment back with the coaches, with the parents, to the national matches, which, by the way, President Theodore Roosevelt fired the first shot.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. Sure has.
It's, you know, you're talking about it does take money to do these things. If people want to support these kids, I mean, it costs, I think it was $20,000 a year, something to run this team.
Oh, it's very expensive. Not only the ammunition, we fire, I believe, about 50,000 rounds a year in practice and competition.
Wow.
And sending them to Camp Perry. All of the rifles, the equipment, such as shooting coats, scopes, transportation. It is very costly, but it is like going to the Olympics every year for these wonderful kids, and it will make them they'll never forget this experience.
And I think the team is the Scorpions, correct? And they've had some success.
Yes, they have. I can't even tell you how many scholarships that they've won. We've had some kids that I think just in the last 4 or 5 years, we have 5 or 6 of them that have gone to major military academies on full shooting scholarships.
Wow,
they're outstanding kids. I just love them to death. Yeah, they're great.
And they shoot the 223 round, right?
Yes, the standard 22 caliber round that. It's sort of like the military uses, but it's accurized a little bit with better bullets and things like that.
And what other things do you guys do at the ASRPA?
We have a program called the Roadrunner program where we take firearms training and firearms out to local communities that might not have the funds to put on training for their citizens. What we do is to try to get local businesses to supply funding for that and sponsor that, and then we go out and put on a 2 or 3 day event, just whatever they want. Teaches them firearm safety, things like that. We went to St. John's about 10 years ago. We had 52 high school students show up, and we gave them all NRA certifications.
And I think one of the things that kids remember the most, I know my kids really did, was the NRA's Eddie Eagle program. That was such a good program, and it teaches the kids, if you see a gun, leave it alone.
Right.
Tell an adult. And I forget the other things that were with that. Just on.
I taught when I lived in Flagstaff. I taught 800 to 1,000 students a year the Eddie Eagle program. It comes with coloring books. It's an instructor program. It's just very successful and has done a lot in our nation in the last 20 years.
You know, and if people want to check this out, because I know we're running out of time, what is an event that someone could come and just visit and look, and where are these events?
I would tell you the next event that I would tell everyone to come out and just be a spectator, just come out and have fun, or come out and shoot. If you don't have a firearm, we'll get you one. It's the Arizona Defense Match. It's gone wild, and we're shooting it all over the state. It's a movement type of match where you go 300, 200, and 100 yards and with a backpack. And it's just a lot of fun. We usually have a barbecue afterwards.
Oh, so, well, I mean, if it's got a barbecue.
Food.
Do you guys have a website where people can go to
sir.
check out some more information?
ASRPA.com.
ASRPA.com.
Yep.
You know, check it out. These guys have been doing this since 1909. They have a good time. They're responsible. It's safe for you. So, do yourself a favor, go to the website, go check out an event. And Noble, thank you for joining us on Blue Collar Patriots.
My pleasure.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.